What's going on, guys? I appreciate all of you hanging out and waiting. I see a lot of familiar faces. Jared, I appreciate $2 super chat to start the stream. That's the first time I've had one that I could just pin while the intro's rolling. So I appreciate that. He's right. Hit that like button on your way in, folks. For those of you watching the replay, welcome. I am a little out of it today. I am extremely carb depleted and low on calories. I am like really dieting right now. So Joel, I know you'll be happy to hear that. You like hearing the updates. So let's go ahead and jump into it. What's everybody wearing today? I am rocking Mancera's Aquawood. Been wanting to wear this one. I've been doing test sprays and stuff like that, but it's nice to get a full wearing. And I have 5 sprays on, including one on my hand to just enjoy. Beautiful, fruity amber, smoky, woody, perfect for springtime. It was a little bit warmer today, as in the high 30s. Tomorrow it's going to be in the 50s. So that's kind of early stage spring weather for me, though I've had days in the 60s and stuff here and there. We just finished with some snow. So it's a transitional phase right now where we still get winter weather and then we get some mild spring weather. It's like every couple of days. It's very bipolar weather in Colorado Springs. So again, Mancera's Aquawood, really, really good stuff. There's too much stuff going on in the background. It actually focused. I was about to say it's not going to focus because there's too much stuff in the background. Go ahead and pull that down. Good evening from Lakeland, Florida. How are you, sir? Creed Virgin Island Water. That's great stuff for sure. Tarathy Brown. I've heard it's a great tuxedo clone. Randy, what's going on? Polo Red Parfum with a sad face. Uh-oh. Don't tell me. I have the decant coming. Don't tell me, Randy. If you do a video, I'm not watching it. I don't want to know. If you're disappointed, let me be disappointed with my own thoughts. Because I went into YSL EDP Intense disappointed. When I got it, yeah, the dry down's disappointing. Opening's nice, but I digress. 1 million elixir. I'm getting a bottle in March. I'm getting a bottle, damn it. I've been saying it for 2 months I was going to get it. I am getting a bottle in March. City Rhythm Manhattan. I haven't worn that one in a long time. Essence, our take on Essenza. Glad to have you, Mikey Denz. Zaharoff Neo Goal. It's hot in New Orleans. Shout outs to the NO. I haven't wore that. I don't own it. I've had, sprays on my skin before. I haven't smelled that in like 4 years. It's been a long time. Obsession Night, super underrated. I have a bottle of that. I wore it, I say not that long ago. It's been a few months, but that's actually a decent fragrance that doesn't get any love. Spice Bomb, excellent, excellent choice. Oh, no, you're not late at all. We're 3 minutes in, my man. Good to have you. Legend EDP is a great one for sure. KEDP, first full wearing. I hope you're enjoying it. That's the better of the two for sure. Victor and Rolf Antidote. Ooh, I believe that's been discontinued for years, right? I've never smelled that one. Uh-oh. Under the weather, didn't really have a scent of the day, but sprayed CK1 Shock just for the hell of it. Bentley for Men, Aqua Gel Perfume Frontal Loam on my arms just to enjoy. Well, I hope you don't lose your sense of smell, man. I hope you don't lose your sense of smell so you can enjoy them, because that definitely sucks to lose your sense of smell for a little while. So I hope you feel better. No, I hope it passes quickly, man. English Laundry Armor, Spice Bomb Infrared. That's a great one. Thankfully, I can still smell. Good. Good. That's what I wanted to hear. Diorum Intense, one of the greatest of all time. Paris Corner Kahila Platinum. I've never looked at that. I've never looked into that one before. Talk to me about it a little bit. Isimiaki or Incense, I believe is how you say that. Just ordered it from FragranceNet. I believe Justin has it. I don't remember what he said about it, but I believe he has it. Juice Box, Cheeky Smile. Yeah, I have a discovery set from them. They have some interesting stuff. Green Bubble, though, their marijuana fragrance makes me nauseous. I don't like that one. That's the one marijuana fragrance I can't do. Can't do that one. But 14-Hour Dream, Black Powder, those are some really good fragrances for sure. Cheeky Smile, I don't even know if I've ever sprayed that one. I got the discovery sets right there. I'm looking at the box. I've had it for years. Ganymede, strange but enjoyable. Cult following and very polarizing. A little metallic, a little milky on my skin. Bois Imperial, same perfumer, different brand, more wearable. Similar DNA, but more wearable. Bois Imperial. That's the route I'm going to get a bottle of that eventually. Product Carbon, man, I haven't wore that in a while. That's a great, great choice, man. Speaking of great choices, that's, again, one of the greatest of all time. One of the best fresh iris fragrances ever. Fight me, whoever wants to argue about that. That's incredible. It's right there looking at it. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Excellent, excellent choice, my man. Hidden Gem, that's what I hear. Noxos. Okay, Jared, coming in hot. Randomly got Chrome Parfum with Polo Red, and that stuff is like Beach Hut or something super unique. Chrome Parfum being green like Beach Hut, man, that's interesting. Because the EDP, I know you love the EDP, Randy. The EDP is just, I mean, it doesn't smell that different from the original. That's why it's like, I know I can get it for like $40 from the perfume spot right now, $39 or something. I might grab it for that. I even said in my first impressions or review, whatever video it was, for Chrome EDP, if I can find it for under 40, yeah, I'll pick it up for that. And I've seen it for 40 recently, so I may get that at some point. It's now, you know. Neo 2 days ago. There you go. Killian. Black Phantom. Have you tried anything from me? I've tried a bunch of different things from Killian. I just don't own any of them. They're very, very expensive. Yeah, I'm sick as hell. Almost can't smell it. That sucks, Randy. I'm sorry to hear that, man. So there's no real agenda. That's why it's labeled Friday Fragrance Talk. Just wanted to get on and chat with you guys. I was in the mood. I'm having a rough go at it today, guys. I got to say. The only calories I've had is 2 scoops of Redcon 1 Isotope, which is a whey isolate protein powder. 50 grams of protein, 4 grams of carbs, and 2 grams of fat. It's all my calories. I am right now in the oven. I have a 1.5 pounds of cod with some lemon pepper and Tony's, baking in olive oil with some broccoli. That's going to be my next 3 meals. Joel, you'll be happy to know, like, I'm on 1,700 calories right now. 2 more days. And then the 3rd day from now, I'm doing a refeed. I'm going to have a cheat meal. I'm going to eat Chinese buffet. I'm like really, really, really focused on dropping some weight right now. I'm going to do 60 days. It's one of those things, a week at a time. If I can get through a week, I can get through 2. If I can get through 2, I can get through a month. If I can get through a month, I can get through 2 months. That's kind of the plan right now. But just give you, I know Joel will appreciate this. Just to give you an idea, my goal was 1,700 yesterday. Why is it not focusing? But I only did 1,366 calories. It was absurd. I only took in 33 grams of carbs. And today I'm on pace to take in about 40. Anybody that wants to see the meal, I posted it on IG. That is in the oven right now. I'm pretty excited because I am super depleted. Yeah. I'm super depleted right now. Like those of you that saw that PR, those 3 reps on the hack squat today, that was my first exercise, and it took all of the glycogen I had left. All of my energy stores went into that. Oh, man. I'm exhausted. Like this little bit of calories is giving me a bit of a pickup, but I was dragging my ass out of the gym today. Chest tomorrow, back the following day. That I'm going to just do some cardio on the day that I'm going to have my cheat meal. But I want to drop, so mid-April, we have the party that George is throwing for the Cannoli Mafia in Chicago, and I'd like to drop another 15. So that's the target. I'd like to drop another 15. So I know a lot of you don't care, but I know a few of you do. So kind of a little update. It's kind of a rough day, I don't want to overstimulate myself and just pound back caffeine all day. My pre-workout had 300 milligrams as it was. No, I haven't tried that flavor. I have just vanilla ice cream flavor. I just go with plain Jane vanilla. I never get fancy with the flavors. The most I'll do is chocolate if vanilla's out of stock. I've always been that way. Redcon 1, the discount codes stopped working on the protein. So now a 5 pound of Isotope is $90. And at Costco, I can get Optimum Whey, Gold Standard. I mean, I know it's not isolate, it's whey concentrate, but $63. I'm gonna go get the 5 pound bag of that and go back to Gold Standard because money matters. 5 pounds of protein is not worth $90 to me. It's just not, Though it would be nice to stick with isolate. I may still end up doing it because I want to stay with isolate. For those of you that don't know the difference between concentrate and isolate absorbs quicker, stirs easier, and is 90% protein. So it's even less carbs and less fat. It's barely anything. Like I said, those 2 scoops, 4 grams of carbs and like 1.5 grams, 2 grams of fat or something like, but 50 grams of protein. So, ooh, excellent choice, man. That's so good. I have a decant of that. It's around here somewhere. My stuff falls over all the time. Here it is. I'll be damned. There it is. 4Z01 batch. I have a little bit left. About a little less than half of the decant. The myrrh. It's just so good. This is the superior version to the 2017. Don't get me wrong, the LME, the 2017 version, it's amazing. It's awesome. I haven't worked in a long time, but it's amazing. But the 2012 formula with the myrrh, it's so good. This is one of the best fougere-ish barbershop style fragrances ever, in my opinion. Fine with 2017, but it is different. I am 38, 5'7", and currently 195 fully clothed. Yep. Sure am. Let me get down to about 180, and I'll be pretty fucking lean at 180. So, because my arms and everything, I just got a little bit left in the midsection. My chest has gotten lean. You guys have seen the veins in my arms and stuff like that. My arms are lean. My legs are getting lean, very lean. Midsection's the last thing to go. You can see it in my face. I've been dropping weight, you know. That's the first thing to go. You can see the bags, and it's sunken in a little bit. First thing to go is your face as far as losing weight. Still using my JBLs you reviewed. I quite like them. They sound great. But my only problem is the earbuds, that the attachments are often too big for my ears, so they pop. I mean, they come with a few different sizes. I love them. I use them every day. Right now, it's no Chipotle for me because I don't need the rice. So I'm not doing Chipotle bowls. I was eating Chipotle every post-workout for the last 3 weeks, which is ridiculous now. Double chicken I spend with a drink $15 for a bowl at Chipotle where I don't have guac and sour cream because it's crazy. It'd be a $20+ bowl if I had guac and sour cream, but I don't want those calories anyway. So I do some fitness content on my other channel. It's Tltg Vlogs. So it's training shoe. All my training shoe reviews have moved over there. I do some gaming, some thrifting from time to time, a few electronics reviews. Like Noel was just talking about the JBL earbuds that I reviewed. That was on the other channel. It's all my other stuff that I'm interested in. I'm trying to keep this strictly fragrance. I had a lot of people complain when I was doing training shoe reviews over here. A lot of people enjoyed it. And I tested the waters with a little bit of fitness content months and months ago, earlier last year. And there was enough of an interest, so I kind of moved it to that other channel. So Tltg Vlogs on YouTube. If you go to my channel page, it just on the home page, there's other channels right there. It's Tltg Vlogs. I'm keeping them still though. Yeah, they're good stuff, man. Because I use my Project Rock over the ear headphones while I train, and then if I go eat somewhere after, I have the earbuds. I'll just throw the earbuds in, so I'm not walking around with big earphones on. No, I've never tried that one. Actually, I've never tried that one. Joel said that's low. I only do 500 calories under my maintenance, 300 from food, 200 from walking. And look, I don't track the calories I burn because then I'll start rewarding myself with more calories from food. So technically, like if I have 1,700 calories today, it's really a lot less than that because I didn't do cardio today, but I trained legs hard as shit today. It was brutal. I have a headache and everything. There was women wearing sweet florals that are beastly that were choking me out. When I was doing standing calf raises, this woman next to me was choking me out. It was like vanilla and flowers, and it was like it smelled like I was working out next to Michelle. She must have had 20, 30 sprays on. I did a story I tagged Michelle. It was like they must watch her to think that's cool at the gym. It's crazy. You know, nothing against what Michelle wants to do, but Jesus Christ, that woman was choking me out. And then I had another one when I was by doing the single leg curl machine on the Smith machine. Hammer strength. She was every bit of 10 feet away from me, and it was a very similar. I couldn't tell what fragrances they were, but they were strong, sweet florals. Her too, massive sea eyes. And I had another girl walk by me, a different fragrance, massive sea eyes. Like today, the women were choking me out at the gym. They were killing me. Using the smallest size. Oh, damn. Yeah, I got like the medium size. Best smelling postal worker is back for another one. Only scent of the day. Lamal Le Parfum. Man, I'm glad to have you here, my man. Between my 20th anniversary in June. What's your weight right now, Sam? What are you at right now? It's one of those deals, man. It's nothing worth having that comes without sacrifice. So I'm sacrificing right now. The only way to lose weight, no matter all the different diets you want to do, if you're not in a caloric deficit, you're not going to lose any weight. So there's suffering that comes along with it, especially the motivation to go power through a badass workout with no glycogen stores. That's why I can't wait. I'm still a few days away, but boy, I can't wait to eat Chinese. It's going to be so good. I'm going to tear up that lo mein. The rice noodles. It's my favorite. Blue Noir EDP next on my list. I still haven't tried that or the EDT. I think the EDT would be one for me. On my way to the gym, dropped in Redcon Total War and smelling like Tooth Man Sport. I've heard good things. I still haven't tried any of the Tooth. I know Tooth Man Chills, the newest one. The bottle looks cool. The color scheme. I still want to get all of those. They're cheap. They're all like $30 or less for all 4 of the fragrances. One of these days, I'm going to just grab them. But yeah, I had Total War grape flavor today as well, with a scoop of Big Noise unflavored and a scoop of creatine. I've never tried that. Boozy Invictus Aqua. That's intriguing, though. That's definitely intriguing. Profumo, you can't go wrong. Papa Smurf, what's going on, big dog? Yeah, I do. I just haven't been riding lately, man. I haven't had the time. I need to do maintenance on it. I need to get my chain adjusted. I need to do an oil change my filter. Just standard maintenance before. I don't want to ride it until it's time, because I'm like 1,000 miles over the maintenance for it. And probably in the spring. I would say maybe another month or so, I'll do some maintenance on it. And I'll start riding, because I can't even really ride it right now anyways. I don't like riding when it's cold as hell. Even in the 30s, like it's cold as shit. That's not enjoyable for me. You know, I have mesh jackets and stuff like that. And I like to just wear my hoodies when I'm riding to the gym. But yeah, I still got my bike. I don't ride this time of year. Spring, summer, early falls when I ride. I'm going to start my cut soon after my bulk. Might do it on an IG and show the transformation. There you go. That's what it comes down to, caloric deficit. If you're not interested in gaining muscle, that makes it easier, because you don't have to focus as heavily on making sure you get your protein in. It's cut out the processed sugars, bad fats, and find out what your body mass index is and what your maintenance calorie intake daily is. Like, what is your standard calories just to get through your day if you don't do any exercise, and then you want to do a few hundred calories less than that. That puts you in a caloric deficit. Just like if you eat more calories than that, that's where you can gain weight. So that's the way to do it, man. Find out what your maintenance calories are. You can look it up. There's ways to calculate it based on your activity level, your body type, your current weight and height, and things like that. And it'll give you a rough idea, and you just want to subtract a few hundred from that, and you make sure you exercise. Intermittent fasting is always good. You know, stop eating at a certain time at night. Don't start eating until a certain time the next day. Fit your calories into like a 8-hour window. I fit mine into about a 9-hour window. I do like 15 hours. I stop eating at midnight, and I break my fast around 3 o'clock the next day, because I stay up late. I don't go to bed till 2. There we go. That's the Bois Imperial I was talking about earlier. That's more wearable Ganymede. It's not the same fragrance, but it's very similar, and it's the same perfumer. I tried it with Justin, just like I did Ganymede. That's one I'd like to get a bottle of. And arm mass to get more defined. Lean in my core. What kind of stack would you do? It all depends. You're going to have to, that's trial and error type of stuff, you know. Obviously, eating's most important aside from any supplementation or anything like that, you know. You got to find what's going to work for your body first. You got to be in a caloric surplus in that sense. You want to make sure to work every part of the bicep, the outer head, the inner head. There's another little portion, I forgot what it's called, right here, that helps support the peak, to push up your peak. There's different ways to do that, overhead cable curls and such. There's different ones that work that specifically. Hammer curls in front of your body, that works it really well, that's my favorite way to curl, is hammer curls in front of the body. Intensely over Luminous Night, I was a bit shocked. Honestly, I prefer that over Luminous Night too. I really like it. I wore it yesterday. Intensely is fantastic, man. 46 likes, 94 viewers. Guys, we can do better than that. Hit that thumbs up. Do me a favor. Legend Spirit, man. I need to get another bottle. My bottle's pretty much out. That's good stuff. Diesel Spirit of the Brave. Speaking of underrated, good stuff, man. Imagine being Miss Fresh, LMAO. Look, she sprays like that too. she sprays like that too. Shout out to Michelle and Sylvania. They both spray heavy as hell. You know, that's their thing. Look, and not knocking them for it, but whoo, man, that's a lot. That's a lot. And they spray beasts too. They only wear beasts. Angel Share, great choice. From Essential Parfums, great quality, and it's like a mix of Angel Share and Spritus, double vanilla. I have no idea what fragrance that is. I've never heard of that. No, absolutely not. I don't want to give myself a headache. That's way too much. No, absolutely. I get what you're saying, but no, definitely not. You guys know me. I like the fresh, weak stuff for the gym. I'm just wearing something more psychologically for myself to have something on. I'm not trying to have anybody else smell me. And there's people at this gym that, man, and I'll get hits of a lot of familiar stuff from the guys. A lot of the guys wear strong as shit stuff too. And I'm trying to figure out, I'm like, God, I know this fragrance. What the hell is it? And it's always on the tip of my tongue. Like today I smelled Coach for Men. It took me a minute, but I was like, That's what it is. Got to be. I didn't ask him, but I'm pretty confident it was Coach for Men, and he must have bathed in it or just sprayed it, like sprayed it and then went in the gym, like went in the locker room, sprayed it, and then went out on the gym floor. And then when you walk in the locker room, I smelled Drakkar strong as shit a couple of days ago. Good God Almighty, somebody bathed in Drakkar in the locker room when they were changing. Hit that like button. That's what I'm saying. Hit that like button. 55 likes, 100 viewers. We can do better than that, guys. We're better. 5'9", 192. I look slim, have an active job, and I work out, but can't get rid of the man boobs. Well, it's hard to get rid of those. That's not an easy thing to get rid of. A lot of it's fat, but the breast tissue part doesn't go away. It's the fat can go away, but breast tissue at best can be minimized. You can't burn off breast tissue. So like I said, all you can do, you can get rid of all the fat around the area because it's going to be mostly fat that's around it that makes the man boobs. Most people, it's a minimal amount of breast tissue under the nipple. So, I mean, like I said, I'm reading the bottom part. Am I just stuck with these things or what? It all depends. It all depends. At the end of the day, it goes back to caloric deficit. You're not going to lose anything right there. A great workout regimen will not beat a bad diet. You can't out-train a bad diet. You know what I mean? That's been my issue. It's not that my diet's been bad. It's consistently a little thing every day, a little snack I shouldn't have. So now it's like I'm getting serious, and you pay for it when you get serious. When you really focus on doing the job, it's miserable. You want to snack all night. You drive yourself insane. So I say if I get through a week, I can get through 2 weeks. If I can get through 2 weeks, I can get through a month. It's a grind. You got to want it. You got to psychologically put yourself there. So that's the best answer I can give for that is you got to get in a caloric deficit first. And you definitely want to do higher volume since you're not necessarily training for growth, which, I mean, you still want higher volume. You want intensity in your workouts. But more volume will definitely benefit you because you get your heart rate up for longer, shorter rest, get yourself at cardiovascular fatigue instead of just muscle fatigue. Because if you do shorter rest between sets, you're going to hit cardiovascular fatigue before you hit muscle fatigue. Like you'll notice power lifters, they might wait 2 to 5 minutes between sets because they want to get every ounce of strength they can out of each set and each rep. Whereas short rest, 30 seconds to a minute in between sets, that's more working your cardiovascular. You're still working the muscle, but you're working your cardiovascular system as well. You're keeping your heart rate up. I am no personal trainer by any means. I just have over the years, I've been around so many people and I have the knowledge. That's why it's never been okay when I've been fat in the past because I know better. I've always known better. You know, again, not a personal trainer. I've debated on getting certified with ISSA. I actually was going to take the course last spring and I ended up not doing it. I don't know. I just never had the time. I don't know when I could just have the time to dedicate a few hours every day and knock it out in a few months. And it's a few grand. You got to commit a few grand to it as well. I did. And I bet it's going to be really good. I've never been disappointed by the wanted line. Even tonic that people shit on. It's not that bad. It's not that bad, guys. Down 75 from an all-time high with plenty to go. Cinede Guerlain Ideal Extreme. Excellent choice, Joe. And congrats, man. That's awesome to hear. Don't you fancy that yuzu fragrance from Gap out the shower? Yeah, I haven't worn that in a while. It's good, too. Clothing store fragrances that are good. Mainly Abercrombie and Fitch, because like the stuff you can get at Old Navy, okay, but Rue 21 fragrances, they're junk, you know. They're gone, and that's the real fragrances that are gone in 30 minutes, not the stuff people say on Fragrantica are gone in 30 minutes. And even that's like an hour-long fragrance, that yuzu fragrance from Gap. It's nothing special. It just smells good, you know. Outside of Abercrombie and Fitch and some from Hollister, there's nothing really special going on with these lower-level clothing line designer fragrances. Abercrombie and Fitch, though, some solid stuff. They always put out solid stuff. That's what I'm talking about, Jared. I appreciate that, man. There's probably a few lives going on because we've only hit 100 people for a little while. Normally we have more people than this. It's probably a lot of people live streaming right now. I didn't look because I honestly don't care. I just go live whenever the hell I want, so I can talk to you guys. I mean, I wouldn't be comfortable doing that because I'm not a certified personal trainer. You know what I mean? I just kind of vlog what I do for different things. I haven't done a workout vlog and it's been weeks and weeks, and might even be in the months range. It's easily 2 months since I did one, and my body continues to change. You know what I mean? Like what I looked like in that workout video, I'm not going to look the same now because I have lost a little bit more. we'll get there. I just continue to vlog it. If I ever get certified, I'll do some workout plans. But without being certified, I feel like that's not a good move. I don't think that's a good thing to do. You know, 240 right now. Late last year before Thanksgiving was 230. That's when I lost 20 pounds. The holidays killed, but you're right. It's all about sex. Yeah, you got to give up the chips. You got to give up the sugars, the candies. Like I've cut back on Diet Dr. P. You guys know I love Diet Dr. Pepper. I've cut back on it greatly just to get that. I always have this influx of aspartame in my system. It's not about the sugar. It's about getting that chemical. That's the worst of the artificial sweeteners, and it's in so much stuff. Sucralose, stevia, they're all so much better. Sorbitol. They're so much better for the. They're still not great for the body, but they're better for the body. Way better than aspartame. So I'm cut back to like I'm having like maybe one a day. Like I had one yesterday. It took me all day. Actually, I still have some of it in the fridge. I didn't even drink the whole thing. I've been drinking Redcon 1 canteen. I've been drinking 64 ounces a day of water, scoop and a half of Redcon 1 canteen, 0 water filter for my water. And then I had some protein earlier, but yeah, I'm really trying to dedicate myself, guys. I want to get on a video and just show abs and obliques. You know what I mean? I've never really been able to do that. I want to do that. It's where I'm at right now. I've been here before as far as my current physique in the past, multiple times. I've never really quite been to that next level from where I'm at now. So that's why it's like, I really want this. So let's put in the work. You know what I mean? When I put my mind to something, I fucking can do it. I'm one of those people that when I get focused, look at this fucking channel. You know what I mean? When I get focused, I'm going to make it happen. So that's what needs to happen here. I did it to quit smoking. I did it to grow my channel. I've done it to be successful in different fields in the past. I got that hustle muscle. You know what I mean? Not everybody has that hustle muscle. Shout outs in the chat if you got that hustle muscle in you. You make shit happen. Zaharoff signature tobacco, leather tobacco. Both of those are great. Tobacco is a little bit more wearable, I guess you could say. You want challenging or you want easy going? Because I got options for both. Red tobacco, a bit of a challenge, but it's a monster. Triumph of Bacchus from Argos. CK1 Shock's a nice, cheap little tobacco scent. It's a great starter tobacco. It's solid. There's a lot of good ones. Let me think. Manhattan from City Rhythms got a lovely leafy tobacco note in it. Let's see. I mean, I could go on and on. Specify a little more for me, and I could kind of tailor some recommendations to what you're really looking for. Sorry if you mentioned earlier, what music do you listen to when you're in the gym? So that's funny that you say that. Let me pull up my link tree. Actually, yeah. So you see my link tree is in the chat. At the top of the chat, click my link tree, and you can literally go to my workout playlist. It's like 30 or 40 hours of stuff. It's some hip hop, some popular hip hop, some Southern hip hop, a lot of Houston rap, NO stuff, New Orleans, a lot of 90s and 2000s metal and rock, a couple wrestling themes, some feel good stuff, some stuff from the Tony Hawk soundtracks of the old games 1 and 2. I got a little bit of everything, some alternative punk type of stuff, things that really get me in the mood. I got hours and hours and hours of it. Yeah, just click the link tree at the top of the chat. And under the fitness and apparel section, I believe. Let me look. Just curious. I believe it's under fitness and apparel. No. Where's that? Yeah, it's the top link under fitness and apparel. And they have the drop down. Yeah. So it's the first link under the fitness and apparel section. Speaking of a man that's all about his fitness, what's going on, Rob? How are you? Hez, I appreciate you stopping in. Hashtag stay hard. That's what I'm talking about. I only eat after 6. I eat at 10 a.m. So there you go. That's 6 plus 10. That's 16 hours. There you go. That's kind of the standard for intermittent fasting. Excellent work. 68 likes, 110 viewers. Guys, can we get a little thumbs up if you don't mind? Hit that thumbs up. Glad you answered the losing weight question. I'm the opposite. I'm liking to gain weight, not necessarily muscle, just more weight. I've been skinny my whole life. Well, you probably have a very active metabolism, and you have to eat a lot more calories because of it. And don't just eat shitty calories. But you probably have to eat a lot more calories because of it. You know. Luna Rossa Extreme. I've never smelled it. It's the only one I don't have. Ooh, definitely Cedrat Boisé. Honestly, this one's not that challenging. It has a little bit of complexity, and it's an interesting scent profile because of the incense. It's fruity, it's ambery, it's woody. It's got all that mass appeal with a little bit of depth from the incense. That's what I'm wearing today. Mancera Aqua Wood. Good stuff. Really is. Good stuff. Something like Mossy Into Me. Beautiful, bright, juicy, realistic watermelon note with some ginger and some woods. Very crisp, everyday type of scent. This is a good one for sure. That's 2 right off the top of my head I would recommend for sure. It's good stuff. Not too challenging, but definitely interesting. You know, nothing challenging about those 2. I sure do. Redcon 1 Total War and Redcon 1 Big Noise with a scoop of creatine. Big Noise is the non-stimulant pump formula, acetyl L-carnitine, stuff like that, without all the caffeine and the beta-alanine and stuff like that, whereas I still get that from Total War, so I have quite the concoction. That's why some of my workout pictures, you see them veins looking to explode sometimes. I get crazy pumps in the gym. I really do. Intensely gives me a headache. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Ben's Club Black. It is good stuff. I have it on the table within the next few days. I'm going to wear it. I have a few ahead of it, but probably early next week I'm going to wear it. I haven't worn it in a while. Luminous Night gives you a headache. Man, I'm sorry to hear that. I actually did a first impressions on a live stream recently on it. Very creamy. It's boozy, but very creamy sandalwood. A lot of sandalwood vanilla combo on my skin. Yeah, a lot of people are fans of it for sure. Hez did a great job with it. See, look, one after another, Bourbon Street's fire. There you go. I can still smell it 13 hours later. 10-4. Putting my metallic flowery fragrances next week. Scroll down a little bit more. I'm way behind. Okay, guys, I'm gonna skip ahead. I'm just gonna click new comments because I didn't realize how far back I was. So I apologize that I had to skip some comments, but what's going on, Grant? How are you? Waiting to get Polo Red Parfum. I'm definitely looking to try it. Randy's sending me a decant. That's why I said don't say nothing earlier. I don't want to know. See, look, don't say nothing, Randy. Don't say nothing. I don't want to know. I want to smell it blindly. I haven't really looked at the notes and studied them or anything like that. I just want to check it out. I might even, just because you don't like it doesn't mean I won't, you know. Most of the time I don't if you don't, though. That's why I'm like, shut up. Don't say nothing. Let me get disappointed on my own. Well, certain complexity and certain musks and animalics and ouds and, you know, things like that. That's what I mean by a little bit more challenging. Not necessarily sweet. Complexity and sweetness isn't really making something challenging. You know, it's the composition. It's the notes used is what it comes down to. Man, to me, but I like Sauvage Elixir. Got my T checked and it's low, so getting that fixed. But the doc says the new best way to do intermittent fasting is 1 meal at breakfast. Tells your body it's not starving. It's an interesting philosophy, for sure. I never tried it that way. It works well so far. Hey, if it's working for you, that's all that matters, right? 36, 5'7", 145. Slender fella. I'm a grown man in a 15-year-old's body. That's what I'm saying. You're a slender fella. You're probably like just a little bit shorter than Kareem, but look like Kareem's body type. Kareem's a twig. Kareem's taller than me, but he's a twig. Like 150 pounds soaking wet. Shout outs to Kareem. Oh, yeah, definitely. I have Cowboys from Hell and stuff like that. You must be checking out the list. There's so much to comb through in that list. Like I said, it's ridiculous how many hours. I forgot how many hours it is. It's ridiculous. Let me look real quick. Got me curious. It is 31 hours and 24 minutes is how long my playlist is. TLTG's workout mix. And I love that picture. It's my hoodie that says the gym is my psych ward. You can't see it because it won't focus. But the gym is my psych ward. In a post I made a couple of days ago, me going to the gym is just as much for other people's safety as it is for my sanity. It stops me from choking people, you know. Polo Deep Blue gave me a headache. I had to give it away. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man, because Polo Deep Blue Parfum is good stuff. You might not like the Ambroxan. It's definitely got a lot of Ambroxan. It's like Polo Blue meets Sauvage with some cypress. That's how I've always described it. It's literally that simplistic to me. Night Vision EDP. It's between that and Infrared for my favorite from the house in that line. It's really good. It's way better than the EDT. EDT got shit on when it got released. I think it's actually pretty good, but the Eau de Parfum is far superior. The pistachio, the nuttiness, all that good stuff, that creamy tone that it gets. You can smell almond and things like that. It's very good. Strong, too. Probably Cravat Noir because it's deeper overall. It's a deeper scent. It's higher oil concentration. Put that face because I'm sick. Oh, okay, I got you. Zaharoff Leather Tobacco or the new Amouage Tobacco. Oh, I haven't tried the Royal Tobacco. I haven't tried it, so I don't know. But I can tell you Leather Tobacco's amazing. By the way, those of you that were interested, the 10% off from my affiliate link works now on Leather Tobacco for the sample for both bottle sizes. So it's links up there if you're interested in the link tree. Anybody that hasn't tried it, because there's samples available. They're $5 before the 10% off. I mean, it's only 50 cents off, but 10% works on all of it, you know? You got to go into it wanting tobacco, though, because that's the tobacco one of the line. Honestly, I think you should start with the Eau de Toilette because it's super underrated. The original is so good before you can appreciate where they went with the flankers, because all of the flankers tie directly into the original Eau de Toilette. It's done. They did that line the right way. They're all good. They're all good. I wouldn't necessarily start with that one personally. I would start with the EDT. It's sweet without all the cherry that the Eau de Parfum has. And you still get that creamy almond. It's a little bitter, a little woody. You don't get a lot of leather or anything. The leather starts to come in more intense, with all that smoke. That's what I'm saying. If you get the EDT and maybe grab some samples of the other ones, you can really appreciate, because A, the EDT is fantastic, and B, you can really see how they evolved the scent profile and never got away from the original. Like I said, Guerlain, they did great with that line. That's why so many people collect that line. It's awesome. It's awesome. The Extreme's the only one I don't have. I have tried it. Take out the chuckle boots and spring clothes. There you go. Ooh, yeah, it's a little much. It's a little much. It's great for the spring and the fall, but it's a little much. I mean, even 2 sprays is monstrous on my skin. I choke my wife out with 2 to 4 sprays. I wear it when I know I'm not going to be around her because it chokes her out. It's strong, strong, strong. It's very bright and minty, very spearmint heavy. It's really good. I mean, I could see you getting away with it. Depends on how heavy your humidity is where you live, because it might be a bit cloying if you got high humidity. Like if you're in the South, it might be a bit much. To start a niche collection, definitely Mancera Drapoise. That's always my default answer. Drapoise, Nishane's Ani. It's the best vanilla fragrance ever. I'm sure some people don't agree with me, but I think it is. Vanilla amber, spices. It's amazing. Just try it. It's amazing. You'll love it. If you don't love it, I don't know what to tell you. It's amazing. And so we got something nighttime. We got something all around. Shameless plug. TLTG reviews in Zaharoff, evening Mystique, while we still have some supply. Resins, spices, aromatics, and iris. A little bit of patchouli and vetiver in the dry down. Justin featured it today in his iris video. Didn't even know he was doing that. That was very nice of him. In the intrigue section. Jared with $10 super chat. Black leather jackets. 'Tis the season for the frags, but I've been meaning ingredients. That don't make sense. Ask you and JC about actual leather jackets. Ever heard of the Kotigan brand out of Cali? No, I'm not the leather jacket type. Justin might be your better bet with that. He's got a few leather jackets. I'm more of a bomber jacket kind of guy than a leather jacket. I have a few bombers. I have a really nice, military green with a big giant American flag patch on the back because, America. And I have 2 into the AM ones. I have a Saints bomber jacket. I'm trying to think. I feel like I'm leaving one out. I have a 5th one. Oh, I have a Colorado Avalanche one as well. So, yeah, I like my bomber jackets. I'm not really a leather jacket guy. So, let's see. No idea what the fuck happened in that chat. Apparently autofill. Waste of characters. Okay, yeah, because it didn't make any sense. It's quality niche to start with, which isn't overly challenging. Whole line is great. It is, but we're talking pricey. I was trying to keep it as affordable as I could because you're going to pay $200+ for a lot of their stuff. Because Triumph of Bacchus is fantastic. I talked about it in the shorts video today. It's fantastic. Beautiful boozy tobacco with some fruitiness. It's amazing. Appreciate you. E. Crum, is that the Eric Crum I was talking to on Instagram, former Carolina Panther? Is that who that is? Appreciate you, my guy. I believe, 52, that was your number, yeah. So for those of you that don't know, this gentleman used to play for the Panthers. We were talking on Instagram the other day. About 2 days in a row, something like that. We've been messaging back and forth. So solid guy. Go follow him on IG. Crazy J, Saved by Grace. I like the name. Just picked up 2 frags. Daniel Josia, green leather, and Josun, amazing. You got your nose on it. What do you think? I haven't. I've heard Ombre Tabac is the one. Shout out to my buddy Dave Callie's Groom Room. He's told me 10,000 times I need to try it. I just haven't gotten around to it. Take classes instead, boxing, yoga, and I do a little running outside at the gym. I lose myself in space and waste time getting no results. Hey, whatever works for you. I've been wanting to take some classes, some boxing classes. I've done spin classes and stuff like that. I've only done a few in the last year. I have a blast when I do them. Do you want to talk about wear yourself out? Do a spin class and keep up with the instructor. Feel accomplished after. You know, I climbed, I did the Manitou Incline, steepest climb in Colorado. I did that last year. I vlogged it. That was the most taxing thing I've ever done physically in my life. So I get it. There's other things that are more adventurous and more engaging. You know, it's easy to just start playing on your phone between sets when you're just hitting the weights. I get it. I totally get it. None. We don't trade. I don't trade. I don't trade anything. If I acquire something, it's mine. I don't trade anything. Montrese is rocking Evening Mystique. Midnight Mystique. Okay. Did you mean Evening Mystique? Because I'm not sure what Midnight Mystique is. Definitely Profumo, supposedly finally discontinued. Acqua di Gio Profumo, if you can get it for a decent price. Strong With You Intensely or Absolutely are great. A lot of people will say Acqua di Gio Profondo, but I say get Profumo while you still can, if it is actually discontinued this time. That's the ones I would start with. I would go get my nose on them, though. Department stores, they'll have them. Department stores will have them. Okay, that's what I thought. I thought you meant Evening Mystique. I was like, I don't know what the hell Midnight Mystique is. Polo Blue EDP. So, it's funny you say that. I'm going to be talking about this one in tomorrow's video. I'm so happy to have a bottle of this now because my decant's empty. I'm so happy to have a bottle of this. This is so good, guys. No, it's not a monster room filler. Everybody, oh, it's not strong enough for me. It smells incredible. Grow up. Not everything's got to be a beast that fills a room. This is so good. I'm still torn between this and Gold Blend being the best Polo Blue. It's tough because Gold Blend's incredible. The incense really does it for me. You guys know I like the incense note. But this, oh, this is just, I would put this in the realm of Bleu de Chanel Parfum. Like, this is a great blue fragrance to wear with a suit. So good. So good. 55 or 59 on Joma Shop, 75 ml. Got a link in my link tree. Shout out to Randy for letting me know. That was Randy's doing. He had let me know that they had it for that price, and I went buy it immediately. It was a great price for a 75 ml. It was either 55 or 59. I don't remember exactly what I paid. All right. Ross, what fragrance that Justin would put on that you couldn't stand close to him? I've never smelled anything on him that didn't smell good on him. And I've been around him 2 handfuls of times at this point we've hung out. As far as time frames, I mean, if you count by the days, it's way more than 2 handfuls. But as far as trips where we've been together, it's 2 handfuls at this point. I've never smelled anything on him that didn't smell amazing on him, you know. 52. Taxco from Milestone at TJ Maxx, a tuxedo clone. Sinner Day Mont Blanc. I'm assuming Legend Red. Cold day in LA. I'm assuming you mean Louisiana as well. Javon Musk. Man, I haven't smelled that in so long. God, it's been so long. That's funny. Well, I mean, we'll see. He'll put on a good show. I mean, he's young, man. We're talking about a top star with Brock Lesnar. He's going to get fed to him, but I think he'll still have a good showing. It's Brock's a pro. Even though it looks like he's going wild, Brock's a pro. Brock's really good. And Jordan, that's Omos's real name. Jordan's still young in the business, man. He's only in his 20s. The giant son of a bitch. He's only in his 20s, man. It's a good dude, though. That's a character. He's playing a character. That's a good dude. Loves his fragrances, too. Big Zerzhoff guy. For sure. Shout out to Omos. I keep forgetting to email that damn rep so I can do the live stream with him. I'm glad you remind me. After this, I need to email the WWE rep that he gave me the email to. Because he and I are going to do a live stream one of the Thursdays coming up. Not next Thursday, probably the following Thursday. I'm going to have him on here, and we'll chop it up. You guys can get to see how cool he really is, man. I know he did one with Glenn recently on IG. But yeah, you got to, WWE's got to be involved in everything. There's no fee or anything. I don't have to pay a fee to have him. I asked when he gave me the rep. I was like, I have to pay to have you on my channel? I don't make that kind of money to pay thousands of dollars for an appearance. He said, no, they just like to be involved in the know and everything. They have to approve it, but it shouldn't be a problem. So, because yeah, I busted his balls. Like, man, I can't just drop, $5,000 or some shit like that to make you do an appearance. I don't make that kind of money, Had a good laugh out of it. Perry Ellis for $7. More mature Dylan Blue. Noted for sure. All right, I have to scroll down a little bit. Last of the Mohicans. Not using a burner today? What's going on, Joe? I know you're the Ralph's Club Bandit. I have no doubt in my mind that it's you. And you're Joey's Tooth. And you're laughing right now because I'm right. So shout out to Joel, the man of many burners. Good dude. Glad to see you, Joel. Montrese time. There you go. Never been a fan of Brock, but I've always felt like he was sloppy, but I'm pretty sure he's going to win. Yeah, he's going to win. I did kickboxing and physical training today. 10-4, man. Hope you had a great workout. All right, we scroll down. You got to try Iceberg Man Cologne. That's cheap. I've never even heard of that one. Get him to give away one of those bottles of Diaghilev. No, it's not Diaghilev. It's Oligarch Parfum that he's got 3 bottles. He ain't going to give that away. He's going to sell those if he gets rid of one. That's what we talked about. That's why he bought all 3. It's like, you can always flip them. They're sought after. But yeah, it wasn't Diaghilev. It was Oligarch Parfum. Mustache EDP, good stuff. Just bought Most Wanted. Gonna put a few sprays on for date night tonight. I hope you have a great experience with it. It's my favorite Zaharoff fragrance as far as the Wanted line. I think I used 22. I could believe it. Joel. Hey, my name is Joel, not a burner. So another Joel. This Joel specifically, though, is the king of the burner accounts. Yeah. Patrick Pola, Good Evening Ross, just bought the Most Wanted, and I'm getting Alhambra Woody Oud delivered tomorrow. I've heard good things about that one, man. I hope you enjoy Most Wanted like we were just talking about. I hope you enjoy it, man. Overrated / overpriced. Not necessarily overrated. Some are overpriced. Let me think what comes to mind immediately. Because some of them I can understand why they're expensive, even though it's too much. Like some of the Raja Dove fragrances, they're incredible, but they're too expensive. Some of them. I have Manhattan, the new one, and Danger Parfum coming. I'm super excited about that package. But some of their fragrances are just crazy, like Diaghilev that was mentioned earlier. That's crazy expensive. That's too much. It's amazing, but it's just too much money. I'm not that guy. They're not marketing to the average person like me, though. You know what I mean? They're marketing to an upper echelon of client. So I get it. I'm not knocking them for it. I get it. It's just not achievable for everyone. Another brand. Let me think of another one. Not Amouage, because you can get them at a decent price most of the time. I think Parfums de Marly is a little overpriced at retail. Glorified designers, it's like everybody knocks them, and they're great. I got a bunch of them that I really love. Not knocking the fragrances. I just feel like something like Percival. Percival just smells like a beastly designer. You got to find now under 150. Sure, it's worth that, but over 150, too much. It's too much. They got some great fragrances, but at retail, they're a little much. I think they're overpriced at retail. But like I said, you just wait. You can get them at discounters. And sometimes they're pretty easy to get. Fragrance du Bois is overpriced. I don't have a ton of experience with them. I can't really weigh in on that. Wait, hold on. Yes, I do. Randy's sending me a decan of it. Society. That's a little package. I'm going to have Randy on next Wednesday. Just like I did with Neeb last night, we're going to do that with Randy this Wednesday coming. Legacy was talking about. Neeb said it smells like Sedley. Yeah, I saw he put the video out today. I haven't had a chance to watch it yet. 10-4. Bros. Ombre Nomad. I hope you enjoy it, man. Because look, I was at the Louis Vuitton store last week, and the whole place smelled like it. Somebody just sprayed it. And it smelled great in the air. And I sprayed it on my hand. I asked the lady working there, like, what was sprayed? Because it smells amazing. And it's a very niche smelling oud patchouli combo on my skin. Sprayed it on my hand. It was great. But after about 45 minutes or an hour, I was over it, and I went and washed it off my hand. I was at the airport. It's great, but I don't, just based off of that one spray, I couldn't tolerate it. Oh, big stretch. I couldn't tolerate it for long. It just got old, got cloying. But the quality's top tier. It smells like a niche fragrance, you know. I've heard people rave about it. So I was like, oh, let me try it. It smells great in here, you know. And look, it smells great on skin. But it was so strong on that one spray on my hand. I just had this immense bubble, and it became cloying. It was too much. So be mindful. Be mindful. That's been my experience with it so far. I don't own a bottle. I don't think I'll get a bottle, but I'm not saying I won't spray it ever again. You know, if I'm ever back in Louis Vuitton, I'll give it another chance. A bunch of y'all said fragrance Dubois. Belk always has sample pack. Christmas time comes with coupon, always expires, so I can use a $2 super chat. Bond number 9. So certain ones are really good. Chez Bon is a great take on Green Irish Tweed. Bond9.com I like more than Aventus. It's like fruity Aventus without the smoke and the florals. Bleecker Street's amazing. That's the two I have bottles of. Bleecker Street is fan-freaking-tastic. Hamptons I didn't care for. It was very inky and a little nauseating the way it was. I did a collaboration review with Chad on his channel, Gentleman's Journey. Shout out Chad. I didn't care for it. I had a sample. Glad I bought a sample and not a bottle. He loves it. I didn't care for it. But I have limited experience with the house. That's pretty much the extent of my experience with them. I haven't smelled any in New Orleans and Lafayette Street and all those. I haven't tried any of those. So we'll hang out a few more minutes. We're almost at an hour. But thank you for the super chat, Patrick. I appreciate you. Bond number 9 is overpriced. And some of the fragrances are for sure. But I got these for good prices. You know what I mean? That 50 ml of Bond9.com I got for $100. I was happy with that. Steve had it. I bought it quick, fast, and in a hurry a couple years ago. Haven't worn that one in a while. Good for the spring. Bleecker Street, another one, great for the spring. I paid $150 range for the 100 ml from Vimba Fragrances a few years ago. I really wanted those. I was happy to get those. White Eau Fresh. I've done a full review on it, like almost 2 years ago, but I have done a full review on it. It's discontinued now, I believe. Just picked up my first big boy bottle of Raja, and honestly, I agree. I love the quality and presentation. That's why I finally have a representative of the line now, but honestly, travel decants with a thumbs up. Yeah, a lot of them are fantastic olfactive experiences. A lot of these are something to just behold. There's a lot of greatness from Raja Parfums. There really is. But a lot of them are really expensive. Parfum Cologne line's a great line to deal with, though, because you can get them in the range of $200. And even though people want to knock Elysium's performance, I get really good performance out of Elysium Parfum Cologne, and it's worth $200 to me. It's that good. There's people right now in the chat that are going to argue with me about it, and that's fine. Teach their own. It's just my opinion, you know. Elysium's great. Both versions are great. Now, the Parfum's a little overpriced, for sure. Scorpion Intense was similar. The oud is more airy, and berries give it more sweetness, more wearable, and complement Piste. Okay. Savoir Faire, Cincinto, and Sage. Never tried that. Joma Shop is indeed legit. That's a popular place for everybody to buy fragrances. If you click my link tree under the discount fragrances section, I have a link for Joma Shop. Yep, I have this literally. This came from there. Just got it the other day. And the boxes had pieces of cardboard missing inside the box. Had blade marks, and both boxes had stickers of barcodes. So the stickers of barcodes is to scan for their specific warehouse setup. They don't sell fake fragrances. You're freaking out over nothing, man. I promise. You're freaking out over nothing. You know, when they open a box that's full of fragrances, the blade might hit those boxes. That kind of stuff happens. The barcode that they put on there, that's for their own scanning system, for their inventory. Calm down. You're good. You're good. Bubbles the God. That's an interesting name, too. But you're good. You're good, man. Royal Tobacco. Great travel cologne for summer. Very simple. Yeah, I agree. It's still my favorite version of Y. I have 2 bottles of it. It's awesome. But on that note, we're 55 minutes in. I need to go check on my cod and baste some of that olive oil on the top of it. Should be just about ready. I put it in literally right before this live, so it's time to go check on it. Got it at 385 degrees wrapped in foil. So go check that out. Thank you to everybody that gave me the super chats. Thank you all for being here. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. It'll be a list topic tomorrow, weekly rotation on Sunday. Make sure to check out the Versus video for the Stronger With You flankers today if you haven't yet. Y'all have a good one, guys.